दनात् विमुच्यते नमस्तस्मै विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे हरि ओम. Whose name at least for once we can get the liberation. I salute that Bhagavan Vishnu. Vishnave Prabha Vishnave. The Lord Vishnu, the word Vishnu means all pervasiveness. Vistareti Vishnu. We have to keep in mind the Hinduism, they don't ask us to go to heaven. Heaven is lower concept. We always like to go beyond heaven and to get the mukti. This is unique conception. When you look at the Semitic religion, like the Christianity, Judaism, Islam, they always talk about heaven because heaven is the ultimate goal. Why? Because the time when the philosophy was developing, the religion was developing, they were very poor. All of them are from the Middle East, the same place of origin. So obviously, they were thinking that we should go to a place of milk and honey, as they always call, a land of milk and honey. And they always think that we should go to heaven. But the Hindus in India, because of the blessings of the God, the land was always fertile. And that is the reason the heaven was not very attractive to them. In the Kathopanishad, we find that a young man, Nachiketa, he is going to the king of death, Yama. Why? Because his father was not doing the right thing. He was cheating people. His father, he organized Sarvadana Yajna, that everything I will give it back to the society, and society will say, oh, he's a great personality. But in reality, he was hiding his best cows and giving away all those old cows. And that is the reason the son, his son, he noticed it and then thought, oh my God, what my father is doing is not good. He's giving the bad things to the people. And in exchange, he will get the bad result. So what we learn, karma. If we are performing karma perfectly, in a good way, we get back the result also good. If our karma is bad, result is bad. Sometimes we go and pour the water on the head of the god, Abhishekam. What is that water? Our karma phala. So if we are doing good work, then God will return it back 10 times more. God never accepts. Whatever we give, God gives us back 10 times more. And if we give bad karma, God will give back bad result. Putana, in the story of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, she went in the form of a mother and wanted to feed the breast to that young little Krishna. And she told the foster mother, Yashoda, will you please give your baby? I like to feed him the milk. But she planned in such a way that the Krishna will be poisoned. Then when the Krishna, the baby was given on her hand and she wanted to feed the baby with the milk, what happened? The God gave death to her. The touch of God that gives mukti, tremendous joy, instead the Putana got very painful death. Why? Karma. Putana went with bad intention. God gave, okay, whatever you give 10 times. But the same baby Krishna, when sucking the breast of the mother, she was feeling the joy of heaven. Why? Same action, but with good intention. When we die, the Hindus, they die. Most of you have observed that on the pyre, before lighting the fire, someone close to him, maybe a son or the relative, they will go round for 7 times, carrying a load full of water. And there will be a hole at the back. So water is falling and this man is going round. All the water, when emptied, they will throw that earthen pitcher at the back and it will break. Why it is? Again, symbol of karma. The man who is dead, he wants to leave his karma over here itself. The water is the symbol of karma, that way. And then the pitcher is the body. When that pitcher is broken, then they light the fire. So all this symbolic way they try to teach us, be very, very careful about your karma. And when your karma is good, you become bhakta. Who is the bhakta? Who always thinks positive, who is always trying to do good to others. He always pray to the God. He is a bhakta, a devotee. When the Mahabharata war was over, that was a very crucial time for the Indian society. The Lord Krishna organized a great war, Kurukshetra war. All bad people, they came in one group, and Krishna was leading the good people, and there was a war, and the war was over. Hundreds and thousands were dead. Now after that, Yudhishthira, the next king, he was not at all happy though, but still the Krishna told, you must have to perform your duty. The king's duty is to look after the kingdom. Whether king is going to the temple or not, it doesn't matter. You know, in Ramayana, one of the great rishis, the Ashtabakra and others, they told Rama, you are a king. You need not to practice austerity like us. You need not to go to the holy places like us. You do your duty, keeping the balance in the society and protecting your subjects. And whatever the good work that we do, the holy people they do, you will get the percentage of that, and after your death, as a just king, good ruler, you will go to Brahmaloka. So the king need not to practice austerity. King's duty is completely different. That is in our Shastra, in our Ramayana. In the Mahabharata, we find that when all the war was over, the Lord Krishna was happy. Now he asked the Yudhishthira to perform his kingly duties, and after all those things, he returned back to his own place. And there, after going back over there, he found his own clan, Yadavas, have become very egoistic. Why? Because of the presence of the God, Yadava clan, they became victorious and they were not killed by others. So they started thinking, we are the powerful people. No one could kill us. We have killed so many. So we are the warriors. And they were going on boasting like that. Lord Krishna, he observed it, but didn't stop it. Why? The moment you are egoistic, you are away from God. So this is the teaching of the Mahabharata and Ramayana. The Mahabharata, then, when they became very egoistic, they were insulting the holy people. A group of holy people came to meet the Sri Krishna, who declared that he liked to give up his body because his mission was over. He was 120 years old by that time. And he said, I like to now give up my body, go back to my own abode. He was the Vishnu, took the form of Sri Krishna. And the story goes, a so fascinating story in the Bhagavata, that all people are coming to consult with Sri Krishna what will happen if you leave, because Kali Yuga will enter. Because Satya Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga, now the Kali is coming. The holy people, they were afraid of Kali Yuga. So what is the symbol of Kali Yuga? Untruth, falsehood. What is the symbol of Kali Yuga? Love for body, physical enjoyment, tremendous love for physical enjoyment. These are all symbols of Kali Yuga. And the result? Suffering, suffering, and suffering. So the Krishna told, I cannot stop it. Whatever I had to do, I have done. But now it is your work. So the rishis came and told Krishna, please advise us. Then the Krishna told, you better go to a place, a forest, where the Lord Vishnu is constantly looking at. And that place Kali will never enter. You go and stay over there. So they all went to that forest. Then, when they were returning back, Krishna's son, Shambho, and his friends, they were just having some fun, young people. They saw the rishis are going. And among them there was Ashtabakra. His body was, he was a crippled person, so he was walking, and they thought it is a very funny thing. And they told, let us go and have some fun with these rishis. They put something, the iron, and they tied in such a way as if he is carrying a baby, and dressed him, Krishna's son, as a lady, and took him before that, the Ashtabakra and other munis, and told, hey, you are munis. You can see things through. Can you please tell what this lady is going to give birth? They avoided. These young people making fun, they avoided. But they were going on pestering because they had no faith on the rishis, on the holy people. They were so egoistic. And you know the story. They cursed them. This young man is going to produce an iron rod, and from that all the Yadavas will be killed, and that happened. The Yadavas, these people, instead of coming to Lord Krishna, Krishna was present in Dwarka. He was the son of Krishna. But instead of coming back to God, they went to another king, very egoistic king, and told, please advise us what we will do. He has truly given birth of an iron rod. What will happen now? And he said, you better make it very small pieces and throw it in the water. But you know that small pieces carried away by the water and then stuck on the grasses. And these whole people, they went to bathe in that. And they started fighting among themselves. They took out the grasses to beat. They thought it was only grasses. The grasses actually carrying was iron rods. And they started killing each other. The whole city started this fight, killing each other, arsoning, fire. The Yadavas all were feeling them from there. They were going away from there. They came to Krishna, some of them, and told Krishna, what will happen to us? The Krishna told, you better go to that place, you will be saved. But none of them thought what will happen to Lord Krishna. We left him alone, the person who gave us everything. In Vrindavan, they were oppressed. Constantly, the other people used to come and fight with them. Krishna led the whole group from Mathura up to that Gujarat, and they settled over there, give them the kingdom, give them the power, give them money, and everything they forgot. So if a man forgets someone that helped me, he is not a human being. The gratefulness is the first quality of a human being. So why we remember our ancestors? Gratefulness. Why we worship the sun? Gratefulness. Without the sun, no one will survive. Why we worship the rivers? Gratefulness. When this priest, they are purifying the water, what mantra they are uttering? Just listen. Gangecha. Have you heard the name Ganga? Jamuna Chaiva. Cha means and. Gangecha Yamuna cha eva chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri. Are they gods? Rivers. But we remember these 7 rivers to purify the water. With that water we worship God. Why? We are grateful to these rivers. This Godavari, this Kaveri, they have fertilized the whole India. So we are grateful. Himalaya, we worship as God because Himalaya is protecting the whole India. We are grateful. We worship the ocean because it is protecting us. The grateful people. The gratefulness is the first quality of religion. A man is grateful, so he is ready to become a devotee. Bhava Mad Bhakta. Now let us go back to the story. Everyone, they were going away to save their life, but none thought about the Krishna. Only one person came to Krishna. He was his childhood friend. He was his devotee. And he came and told Krishna, I am not going to leave you. Krishna told, see, I am going to die. Uddhava, you better go away. Uddhava told, you are the embodiment of dharma. Without dharma, I don't like to leave. So if you die, I will also die. So he sat at the feet of the Krishna. And Krishna and Uddhava, the question and answer, it went on, and that became a beautiful book, Uddhava Gita. We all know Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the teaching of Lord Krishna to Arjuna. And Uddhava Gita is another teaching to Uddhava, the friend and devotee of Lord Krishna, and that is so unique. And this Uddhava Gita, Bhagavan said, I am going to leave, but you have to, I am going to give up my body, but you have to leave. Then the Uddhava said, how I can live without dharma? He said, you become dharma itself. Then he was going on telling him so many wonderful things. Then in one place he said, O Uddhava, you become a devotee. Bhava Mad Bhakta. In the Bhagavad Gita also, the Krishna said to Arjuna, Bhava Mad Bhakta. And there is a chapter that's called Bhakti Yoga, the 12th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. And it teaches who can be a bhakta. But I will quote from here, from the Bhagavata, and inside the Bhagavata, there is this book called Uddhava Gita. And Sri Krishna said, Mat Linga, Mat Bhaktajana Darshana, Sparshana, Archanam, Paricharja, stuti, praiha, guna karma, anukirtanam is the bhakta. This is the 11th chapter from 34 to 41. He is going on giving the characteristics of a bhakta. Now, do you think you are bhaktas? Are you? Yes, you are. Then what the Lord Krishna is asking, and he is telling that a devotee should see, touch, worship, serve, praise, and recite the deeds of me. Did you not touch that God? You have installed God over here, right? That is also the duty of a bhakta. We will come to that. Whatever we do, we truly do as per the instruction of the Lord Krishna given in the Bhagavata. He said that if someone comes to the temple where my linga, that means the statue, is there, and come and touch that, and then he is taking care of the other devotees and listening to my talks and getting joy out of that, is my devotee. So this is the first step. In the first 34 words he said that. Then he said, O Uddhava, mat katha sravane shraddha. Mat katha sravane shraddha. You will find many of the devotees, they come over here, they will be working, but they will never listen to. They will never listen to the discourses because they don't have the patience to listen to that. Though they are coming to the temple, though they are doing so many things, maybe they are donating a lot of money, but you know what happened? They become I have to manage this. So they will be going here and there, looking after people. They become manager but not the bhakta. So be very careful. When we come to the temple, we come with a purpose. What is that purpose? To become a devotee. And the devotee's quality is, he should love to listen to the talk of God, about God. And he should hear that and enjoy that. There are two stories. One happened in the life of Lord Jesus. The two sisters, Martha and Mary, they invited Lord Jesus. And when the Lord Jesus went over there, one of the sisters, she was waiting that when the Lord will come. And the moment the Lord came, she was always with the Lord Jesus. And whatever he was telling, she was memorizing that. She was so happy. And when the Lord went and sat inside the room with other devotees, she also sat near to the Lord. Now the other sister, she was arranging food and that. And one time she came and complained to the Lord, look at my sister. We are the only two in this house. I am doing so much of job, so much of work, because I have to give prasad to the devotees. But she is not working. What was the answer of the Lord Jesus? Everyone goes according to his fate. Your sister has the good fate to come close to me and listen to my talk, my words, my teachings. You are coming to me, but from distance, serving my devotees, that's good. But closeness of God will come maybe afterwards. You are not as pure as your sister. Mat katha sravane shraddha. Shraddha means great love. Great love to listen. We all go to see the dances. We all go to see the movies. And we spend so much of time. But when there is a discourse, we don't feel that attraction. Of course, the person who is giving the discourse should be a good one. Otherwise, they make the good words also so boring. Like sometimes the good teachers and bad teachers, like that. But anyway, the people should be attracted to the words of the God. That is the first criteria of a devotee. They won't do anything else but going and listening. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, the master, the teacher of Swami Vivekananda, the guru of Swami Vivekananda, he was visiting a house where the two sisters were there. Both of them, they were widows. And both of them invited the Sri Ramakrishna. Exactly same thing happened, like the Martha and Mary. One was all the time working and another was sitting. Sri Ramakrishna also said the same thing. See, that means we have to be careful when we read these, what we learn. I should develop love for God. Mat anudhyanam, mat katha sravane shraddha. Mat anudhyanam. And after listening to this talk, immediately we forget and we go for the prasad and we loudly talk and what you have cooked, did you give this thing and that, I gave also. And now they start exchanging recipes and they forget what the God they heard about it. That is not the characteristic of a devotee. Devotee should go on remembering those wonderful words of God. And who is telling this? The last advice of Sri Krishna. Uddhava Gita is the last advice of Sri Krishna. And he is telling from his heart. He said that Sarva Labha Upaharanam. He will never expect anything from the temple. Sarva Labha Upaharanam. If you are expecting anything from the temple, you are not a devotee. See, in our ashrama, the devotees, they come, we organize retreat in America. So the retreat, all devotees, they come, they pay $100 and stay for 3 nights and days. And naturally, a lot of expenses are there for the food and the electricity, this, that. But some of the volunteers, nearly 10, 20, they will come, they will arrange, they will clean. They never paid. I told, you are not paying. Why? You earn money. Not that you are students. Not that you are not earning. You earn a lot of money. Can't you give $100 for this? No, we are volunteers. And no, you are not volunteers. You are workers. Instead of taking money, you take all other benefits. You are staying here free. You are eating here free. And in exchange you give some services. But if you give money, along with that services, then you are a devotee. Or otherwise, you won't get the benefit of staying here. It will be a passing time, 3 days with many people, it is a joy, that is okay. But you are not a devotee. See, this is very subtle. From the childhood we come to this temple. And at the grand age also we are coming to the temple. But we don't get the benefit. Why? Because we don't know how to become a devotee. So these are the things. Sarva labha upaharanam. Dasena atmanivedanam. Dasena, like a very humble servant, you should serve me. I am the president of this place, and the president's wife will go on. Hey, I am the president's wife. Whatever I say, you must listen. It's good, but you are not getting the blessings of God. You are not a devotee. You are a very good worker. You have done this and that. But if you take the pride, you are not getting anything. Including the monks, Now the monks are having huge institutions. Previously monks used to roam around and they were beggars. Now the monks are having huge institutions. And naturally, the people will come to you for something, particularly in India. Ramakrishna Mission is having the hospitals, colleges, schools, polytechnics, universities. So people, they come for something, and the in charge, if he thinks, oh, I am doing, look at it. There is a line for meeting me. I will favor them, I will not do them. Then he is not a monk, he is a worker. He is not getting any benefit. So this is very, very important. Everything that we do, if we do knowingly, janma karma kathanam. Mat means the God. Who is the God? Krishna. Who is the God? Lord Vishnu or Sri Rama or other the gods and goddesses. Mat janma karma kathanam. What was the life and how he did? If we don't know anything of it, you won't get the benefit. And when you are hearing those things, oh, look at it. The Krishna, he could become the supreme king of the whole India, undivided India, right from the Middle East down to that Singapore, all was India. He could become the king of that. But Krishna never did that. Never ever thought about it. So that Tyaga, he only wanted to show the kings, the rulers, what a king should do, a proper king. Otherwise, you will be punished by God. And he said, Mat janma karma kathanam mama parva anumodanam. Mama parva anumodanam Gita Tandava Bhaditra Gashtibihi Madgriha Utsavaha. When I entered, the bell was ringing, then people were giving the joy, and the priests are worshipping the God and bathing the God. That is devotee's work. A devotee should do it. When the Lord is bathing, did you pray that each and every one should be feeling the joy of having a nice cool bath? That should be the prayer. Lord, you are the soul of every being. It is not this image only, it is everywhere. If the Lord is pleased with us, each and every one, every soul should be happy. If people are unhappy, no, the Lord is not happy. You can't say that by torturing others, you are making the God happy, because God is residing in every being. You know, one day, when Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna was sitting by the side on the Ganga river in Bengal, that's called Dakshineshwar, where the Sri Ramakrishna is to stay, he was sitting on a steps that's leading to the Ganga and observing that inside the river on a boat, two boatmen, they were fighting. One person gave a strong slap at the back of another person, a boatman, on the boat, far away. But lo, Sri Ramakrishna got the marks of 5 fingers on his back. Can you imagine? So that person's, when he's hitting the other, that is going to the God. That is why they again and again they say, the defenseless people should not be hurt. We should not say even harsh words to the women. That is the teaching. Why? Because they are weaker physically. We should not do that thing. To the children, that when the person grew up because of the physical strength, he goes on doing like that, thinking that I can do anything and everything and there is no one to look after? No. Almost in the center of India, there is a great God sitting. Who is that? Without hands, without legs, two big eyes. Who is that God? Jagannatha. So again, this Vishnu Bhagavan. This Jagannatha, have you noticed? He is having two big eyes only. No hands, no legs. As because we love our God, we think, oh, our God. But the foreigners and other people, they, oh my God, what a God. Not having the feet, not having the hands. The two big eyes, even that, eyes is not having the eyelid. That is the beauty of our God, It says that God is everywhere. Tad ejati, I am telling the Sanskrit from the Upanishad. Tad means that God. He is not a male, not a female. He is the spirit, consciousness. So that's why tad. Tad ejati, here. Tanvaijati, there. Tad dure, tad antike. Tad antarasya sarvasya. Tadu sarvasyasya bhayyata. The excellent conception, excellent realization of the Hindus. Where is God? God is there. Where is God? God is here. He is inside, He is outside. Saturated. There is not any place where God is not. Everything is God. That is the conception of God. And when we say, hey, don't enter into our temple, you are a lower caste, you are insulting God. Maybe inside you are fanning the God with the golden fan, it doesn't matter. You are not getting anything. Know it for sure. So if we have to be a devotee, we have to understand this truth. Anyone, anywhere suffering, you are not serving God. You have to serve God in every being. And that's why he said that when you are having the program functions, that is a devotee. And he says, sometimes yatra balim vidhanam sarva varshika parvasu. Once in a year, you should have a great program. Sometimes the God will go out and visiting Ratha Yatra, as they call it. The Ratha Yatra, God will be going out, visiting the places. Thousands and thousands people will go. They will be dragging that chariot. And why? Because I belong to God. So Hinduism always they teach in two different ways. Externally, internally. Externally, they will give all this. And immediately they will say, actually God is within you. Again the Upanishad says, what is that chariot? It is your body. Shariram rathamevatu. Sharira is the ratha. That the chariot, the ratha that they go, that is the chariot, this body. And whom I am carrying inside, every time, it is the consciousness, it is that God. Atmanam rathinam vitti, shariram rathamevatu, buddhim tu sharatim vitti, manapragahamevacha. Beautiful, that is, if you read the Upanishad, many of you must have read, and that is really unique way. And they will be giving a chariot, and we are going to touch the chariot, that rope, and we pull that. Hundreds and thousands they will go. If they can touch that, they feel so happy. But in reality, what is chariot? You. You are carrying God within yourself. So from now onwards, whenever possible, not all the time, just remember that God is sitting within me. And this is the temple. And this temple I am decorating because it is the house of God. not as a body, but the house of God. Inside, there is my God. He is sitting over there. And I should not think any bad thought that will disturb my God. I should not do any bad work. What is the bad work, bad thought? Anything that harms others is a bad. Anything that helps others is a yajna. We perform a yajna. We saw the other day, yesterday, yajna shala. What is the yajna shala? We light the fire, we pour the ghee, and we chant. That is the yajna, external. But suppose someone, particularly in our country, we always find that after eating the banana, they throw the skin on somewhere, never caring what is going to happen. Somebody may fall on that. You picked it up and placed it in the right place, keep it in the right place. Yajna. Anything that you is doing for the betterment of others is a yajna. And whether immediate result is coming or not, you will get the good result. And that's why some people, immediately after birth, they're enjoying their life. Why? And some people, right from the birth, are suffering and suffering and suffering. We feel unhappy. We try to get some money and try to help them. That is okay. But why that particular soul is suffering right from the birth? Karma phala. He or she now suffering, but previously did something wrong. So that is the karma phala. And it says, Vaidika Tantrika Diksha Madhya Brotodharanam. The devotee must take initiation, Diksha. That is very important. And what is the Diksha? In the Vedanta, there is no Diksha. The Vedanta says, Aham Brahmasmi Tattvamasi. And that is sufficient. Aham Brahmasmi Tattvamasi, by that way only. But the Vaidiki and Tantriki, the Tantrika Diksha, they give mantra in the ear. And then that God's name you should go on repeat again and again. That is like taking the medicine. You know, when we are having the headache, we take a small pill, not knowing how the pill is acting inside the body, but my headache gone. Similarly, when the Guru gives the mantra, I go on repeating that name of God. I knew the name of God, but just Guru has given, I morning, evening, whenever possible, going on repeating that name, and slowly, my mind become purified. That's why the Lord Krishna is mentioning, you must do like that. And I'll be other instructions of the Lord. I'll be a little quick, but you can read this in the Bhagavata. He says in the 38th verse, Mama archa stapane sraddha sata samhatya chodama Udyana Upavana Akida Pura Mandira Karmani. Look at it. Yesterday I was telling some of the office bearers of this temple that you have really done a wonderful temple. And the Lord is telling to Mama Archa Stapane Sraddha, you must have a prayer place for me. That means a temple. And after that, either alone, maybe a rich person making a temple, or collecting fund from many, you are constructing a temple, that will do. But after making the temple, it should be neat and tidy. Temple should not be unclean. Unfortunately, in India, because of the too much of population, any temple you go is really dirty. Inside, people are going on throwing the petals, flower petals. Who is going to clean all the time? And people are walking on that. That is becoming so nasty. And they are thinking this is a part of our job. No. If you are not feeling happy when walking on that dirty place, How can you think that God will be happy? No, that should be very, very careful. We go on burning the lamps inside the temple, inside, small temple, suffocating. We can't live over there. And you think God will be sitting over there? No, that means you don't have love for God. What you cannot do, how can you expect that God will do? What you cannot eat, how you expect God will eat? This is love for God. He said it should be Udyana. Udyana means the garden. The flower garden should be all around. The paths should be clean. The moment anyone entering into the temple, he'll be, oh, so good, so nice. That should be the characteristics of a devotee. Any Ramakrishna mission you visit, the first thing, cleanliness. Any Ramakrishna mission, very clean. Why? You have to keep it clean, otherwise, how the God will come and walk? Do you think God is sitting over there? Is He not visiting your kitchen? If you don't believe that God is not coming to the kitchen, we are cooking over there somehow, and then giving to the God and God is happy. God is not that fool. He is everywhere. He is observing. When we are cooking, we are not taking care. Our hair is falling in the food and we are going on talking this, that. So the saliva is also falling on that food. And you think the God will be happy? Friends, I am not criticizing. Don't think in that way. This is the warning for us. If you want to be a devotee, alert. Very alert. So once I went to somebody's house, and the lady of the house, very old, and not having the teeth, and chewing the pan. In Assam, they always go on chewing the pan. And she was very devoted and very excited that I went over there. They gave me the food. And she came very close to me and introducing the food. So this plate, it was mine. That daughter-in-law prepared. And when she is talking, all the saliva falling on my plate. I tried to tell her, okay, I have heard it. It is good. Let me taste. No, this one with that lady. This one, that lady. And after she finished, I had to push back the plate. I told, do you have another plate? Please bring it. And some other fruit, this thing, it's okay. It's so good taste, please take yourself. I cannot take it. How can I? So this is the way, if we cannot take, how the God will take? The God is with us. When I am offering the food, be very careful, the God will eat. We are going on throwing the flour on the food and then thinking, God cannot eat. What you cannot do, God also won't like. Remember it. Atma, that yours own puja. So this is so interestingly. Sammarjanam upalepabhyam seka mandala bhartanai. Who is a devotee? Will be cleaning my temple. Sammarjanam means cleaning with the sweeping. And upalepabhyam. And then not only dusting, also with water they will clean. So that is a devotee. My God's place should be neat and clean. Everything should be in a proper place. The God should not be disturbed. Griham sasrusham mayham dasabad yad mayaya. They'll be so humble to me and they'll clean everything in nice place. And we go on putting this thing and that thing. Amanityam, adambhityam, kritasya, aparikirtanam, api deepa, avalokam me, na upayunjat, niveditat. Everything should be lighted inside my temple. That should be nicely decorated and lighted. Most of the things we have followed over here. Majority of the places, particularly America, the temples are very neat and clean. But be careful about the kitchen. Be careful about the place where you are serving the food. Don't think God is sitting here and eating and He is not going along with us. He goes along with us. So one should be very, in that way, when we are leaving the shoes, we just leave in a scattered way. The left shoe is here, right shoe is over there, then walking on other shoes. Some are not, it should not be. Very disciplined. And then you get the blessings of the God. And we conclude, Amanittam Adambityam. I. That should not be there. When after the war, the Lord Rama, he was praising Hanumana. He was telling, because of the Hanumana, we could fight against the Ravana. What Hanumana did? Hanumana jumped on the feet of the Sri Rama. He said, Prabhu, 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 please don't kill me in this way. Others said, hey, what? Why you are crying like that? Sri Rama, the Lord, is praising you. Then the Hanumana said, you fools, with the other people, they are praising me, and ego is becoming bigger. I go and sit at his feet and say, Prabhu, please save me. I should not be egoistic. And when the Prabhu himself is giving me that, what will happen to me? The moment Amanittam, this ahamkara comes, ego comes, the Lord will leave you. He will never be there. Sri Ramchandra became so happy. The Hanumana did everything in the Ramayana. Everything is Hanumana. But he offered it to the God. Whatever we do for the temple, offered it to God. And quietly pray, Lord, please reveal thyself within me. I do not know how you look. I do not know how to talk to you. I have not memorized any Sanskrit verses. Then what will happen to me? Please be with me. If you can cry like that, one day you will find a wonderful revelation within you. How you will know that you have realized God? You will be happy, and anyone around you will be very happy. This is the 2 points, please remember. If a person has seen God, he himself or herself become happy. Not only that, anyone around that personality also become happy. If the others are not becoming happy, but I am happy, no, you are thinking only. Sometimes we think that I have realized God, I have done that, by that way they go on. No, it is not. The proof is, the people will like you. And whatever you say, they will understand and they will accept. And wherever you go, unknown people, they'll be happy because of your company. That means God has revealed Himself. So what is the ultimate goal of a devotee? To realize God. And what is God? God is love and God is unselfishness. Please remember these two. Sometimes we think God means the 4 hands, God means the 10 hands, God means the light. It may be. But what? After seeing the light, what happens? God means L-O-V-E. Love. That love comes within you and that percolates whoever comes before you. And God is unselfishness. If you are selfish, God will never come to you. Whoever declares that I have realized God, but is a selfish person, don't believe. God is completely unselfish. Swami Vivekananda said, unselfishness equal to God. And if you become purely unselfish, you are God yourself. Jai Tam, Jai Ma, Jai.